Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. It's your boy Stefkai. I'm a Jamaican content creator and we're talking today about Porsha William, who recently filed for divorce from Simon Gubadio on February 22nd, allegedly. Now let's get straight into the tea. Before we get into it, let's just like, share, subscribe, comment on the video and leave some love here because I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel to 1,000 subscribers. But let's get straight into the juicy deal. The star, the girl herself, Miss
Ashy! Bye, Ashy!
Bye, Ashy! Has filed for divorce from her husband after marrying just 15 months ago. That is shocking! Coming from a very extravagant wedding that happened a year ago. She is one of my favorite stars from the Real Housewives of Atlanta franchise, and she recently announced that she's returning for the Sweet 16 season. A lot of people were shady to Porsha in the beginning when Fallon made a cameo appearance on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and they were saying that she stole Simon from Fallon. Fallon announced the separation in 2021 and they broke up. They were married. It was her husband, and it was a little shady because she invited Porsha to an event, and then later on we saw that Porsha got close to this guy. But it's very strange, and it's also coming at a time when Porsha recently announced that she's returning to the Sweet 16 version of Real Housewives of Atlanta, and also announced that she got an NBC scripted deal where she'll get some scripting opportunities and streaming opportunities with the network. Now, I'm just thinking to myself that all of this chaos, all of this kerfuffle, all of this noise is just coming in now because I think it will support a great storyline. Like, what in the storyline is happening on Real Housewives of Atlanta? Porsha is coming in hot. She's coming in hot. And I love to see it because I love reality television. I love reality content. But this is concerning. Like, she was marrying a whole fraudster. Did she know about this? Didn't she know about this? But it's really crazy that after that extravagant wedding, because they had two weddings. They had one in the country that Simon is from, which is Nigeria. And then they had an American wedding as well. The dresses, everything, the pomp, the pageantry was just a lot. And a year later, they're now filing for divorce. Porsha is filing for divorce. But when I saw that they got married, I thought that it was going to last because the love looks so real, the love looks so pure. But that's just a part of the thing to show you that social media is not real. So people will be posting and doing all of these things where a lot of things are happening behind the scenes. But let's get into the part about Simon Gubadio now. Apparently, he recently applied for US citizenship and he was denied because of all of the fraudulent activities that he has been doing. Nigerian-born Simon Gubadio, the current husband of Real Housewives of Atlanta star Porsha Williams, has been denied US citizen because of his criminal past, which involved numerous felonies for bank fraud, credit card fraud, identity fraud, and more. That is crazy. According to the documents, Gubadio applied for US citizenship and naturalization, but it was denied on July 27, 2022. Subsequently, he requested a hearing and the denial was reaffirmed. It is reported that the businessman first came to the US on August 11, 1982 and overstayed his visitor visa in Now people, the list seems to go on and on and on with Simon, and that's kind of crazy because when I saw that Porsha was getting married to this guy, I was like, where is he from? Like, you know, it just seems too extravagant. What's going on? I just wanted to know more. And it's just like, it's not shocking to me, you know, that this is happening because in the back of my mind, I was like with my friends when I first saw the news, I'm like, we need to have an emergency board meeting because this is weird. This is weird. But it's being reported allegedly that it's not all of the felonies and the fraudulent crimes that he's committed that they're splitting over. It seems to have been growing tensions in the relationship, in the marriage, or in the pre-marriage that's causing this split. Now, I don't know if Porsha and the network, they're just doing this because, you know, they want to build up a storyline because we're coming back in Sweet 16 because you know how reality series is. You have to get that buzz out there before the show begins. And of course, Porsha coming back as one of the big wigs of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, it's very fitting for all of this to be happening. So I'm just like, very coincidental that all of this is happening now. But at the same time, I'm just still shocked that they're no longer together or that they're filing for divorce. And Porsha has a little girl, Pilar, who I love so dearly. And I'm wondering how this will even affect the child, because when you get married to someone, you integrate that person into your life and all of that. So I just think about all of these things when marriages split up, when relationships end, how all of that kind of collateral damage affects the people around you, not just you. But also, let's talk a little bit about the composition of what I wanted to see for Real Housewives of Atlanta for season 16. I wanted to see Phaedra back. Candy Burris recently announced that she's moving on from the Real Housewives of Atlanta and that she's going to different endeavors, different pursuits.
I decided I'm not coming back this year.
Why?
Well, it's been 14 seasons.
14?
Yeah, 14. And they allowed us to sit around for a little too long because they was making a decision. But during that time, I had started working on a lot of other things.
And I'm happy about that because I feel like Candy's time on the show has come to an end. Similarly to when Cynthia Bailey left, I felt that there was not much more that could be done with Candy on the show. I like her. She's a nice person based on what I see on the TV. I don't know her personally. Well, duh. But I mean, I just felt like her time for real came to an end on the show. So I just really want to see Kenya. I can vibe with a Kenya because I do think you need to have that balance between out there and then, kind of subtle. I see Porsha is coming back, but the person I really want to see back is Phaedra. And now that Candy has left, is it that Phaedra may make a reappearance? Phaedra is currently on the season of The Traitors and she's doing really well over there. But a lot of people were disappointed in the fact that Phaedra went on Married to Medicine and she wasn't really adding any value there. I don't know if Married to Medicine is just not her speed because the cast there is a little bit more, a different variation, a different style. But I really think that if Phaedra goes back to Real Housewives of Atlanta, this is where her home is. This is where she started out. I think this will bring good content. It will be good content. But let's see what the network does. Porsha Williams joined the Real Housewives of Atlanta in 2012 and she left in 2021 amid some, I guess, growing concerns with the show, and we thought that she would never return. But we never say never because now she's back and I know that she's going to be one of the lead people in charge. But guys, that is just crazy. Let's talk about it a little bit in the comments. That I genuinely thought that this relationship would have lasted for a while. But let's just see how the news will progress in the media. Let's just see what will be said. I don't anticipate that a lot will be said from both parties. Simon seems like just a sketchy person, just based on how he operates and so on. But of course, it doesn't matter. It's a relationship that ended. And, we as the viewers, sometimes we don't know what's happening behind the scenes. Yeah, because people were kind of allegedly saying that, if, he was just trying to get citizenship by naturalization. But that's just really crazy, guys. And I just personally think that this is a part of the hype of bringing everything back for, Real Housewives of Atlanta with Porsha entering PAC. And I'm here for it. I'm here for the content. I'm here for reality TV going back to what it used to be. Yeah, because people were kind of allegedly saying that, if, he was just trying to get citizenship by naturalization. But that's just really crazy, guys. And I just personally think that this is a part of the hype of bringing everything back for, Real Housewives of Atlanta with Porsha entering PAC. And I'm here for it. I'm here for the content. I'm here for reality TV going back to what it used to be. But Real Housewives of Atlanta is shaping up to look like it's gonna be a juicy season. And of course, it seems that our girl, now back to Porsha Williams, will she keep the good body? We don't even know. But it seems like this is the time for Porsha to really shine and star all the things. Now, with all of these alleged frauds and allegations that's coming against Simon, it's very concerning. And it just looks kind of shady on Porsha's part too. Because people wonder, does she know about this money? Is she hiding all of this? That's just what the internet is about. The internet is about on Beyonce's internet, Texas Hold'em. We just gotta stick and stay to see what's gonna happen and develop in this story and just seeing more what's coming out. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves yet because celebrities, they do this one day and then they're back the next day. So I'm just watching this with keen eyes. But tell me, who do you want to see in the Real Housewives of Atlanta shakeup? Who do you want to see in the Sweet 16? 15th edition of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'll definitely be tuning in. I saw recently that Ming Lee, it's alleged that she may be joining the cast. But let's see, it seems like they're really coming back with a force. Of course, bringing familiarity and breeding that with, you know, some newness to give that kind of vibe when Porsha first joined in 2012 on season 5 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. So that's it, guys. That's all I got for you. Please like, subscribe, share, and let's just talk more about it. Oh, I can't believe it.